This is your host, Rambunxious.
And your co-host, Taiyamo Denku. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion. Pick apart the passion.
Welcome to Pick Apart the Passion podcast, man. I'm Rambunxious. I got my man Taiyamo Denku, man, and today we got a special one. We want to appreciate you for giving us your time. Fucking legend of legends, still doing his thing. Just dropped some shit with the producer. Oh no, West Coast that we gonna go over. I'm just gonna get to it. Organized Konfusion legend alum. We got motherfucking Prince Poe in the building.
Hey,
yo, how you doing, bro? You good, man?
Yeah, I'm great, man. I'm great. I'm amongst y'all, man. I can hear y'all, so I got a voice, man. So I'm blessed, man.
There we go.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. We here.
So yeah. So the first thing we was gonna get into your record with Oh No, this latest project you dropped is.
Yeah, we put that out a little minute ago. Incredible producer, man. Incredible MC. You know, I don't know. I got this thing where I really like producer MCs. Like Jay Dilla is one of my favorites. Oh No is one of my favorites. Pete Rock is one of my favorites. So, you know, I've always rocked out with him, man. It's a very cool album. You know, Animal Serum, we was like really trying to give people some medicine. So that's what that's about.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, I think so, man.
How y'all
you said
doing today,
in the
man?
description it said, oh, we great, man.
How y'all doing today?
I can't complain, man. You know.
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I already briefly told you. Obviously, I got off a weak ass work shift, but as you had said, they got to pay me for that, so I'm all good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the last time we checked, they only get 130 a day. They don't get no more.
Yeah. Hey, that's real.
So tell them beat it.
Hey, that's real, man. That's real.
Yeah, they only get 130 a day. So after that's over, all bets is off.
Yo, that's real. Yo, my daughter actually quit her. She was working at CVS. My daughter was working at CVS, and she said, yo, I hope you're not going to be mad at me. I quit my job. And her mom was a little, more stringent. And I was like, nah. I was like, yo, you got a lifetime to work for these motherfuckers. Fuck that shit. Quit now.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Straight up, I'm like, quit that shit. Do your thing. Handle your school business. Fuck that 9-to-5 shit. Quit that shit.
And the thing is, it's like, show me you could do better. I used to come home like, Dad, I got this new job. He was like, good, next. I was like, what you mean next? He's like, get the next best thing.
Online business somehow, you know?
That's good right now. Great, I'm proud of you, son.
100%.
Next. I was like,
that is
next.
Yeah.
What's next?
Fact, man.
Yeah, that was good for that 1 second that we talked about it. Now, what's next?
Yeah.
So I know she's like, Dad, I'm gonna get the next thing. That's right, go.
So yo, man, so how do you hook up with Oh No, man?
Well,
100%.
I worked with his brother.
But how do you hook up with Oh No, man?
Yeah, I worked with with Madlib early on in some days, and then me and Madlib, me and Oh No crossed paths, and we just had a chemistry together. He's an extraordinary type of dude, man. If you're not ready to advance yourself or ready to better yourself, you cannot work with him. He's definitely future. He's future. Wow. When you go to his house, when you leave there, you're like, oh shit, it's 2025. Oh no, it's 2021. Okay, I'm sorry. He's a different beast. Because he's always thinking of what's next. You know what I'm saying? The Animal Serum, I would say 7 of the songs was probably remixed 3 times before the record came out. because it was like the beats became old to him.
Lyrics too, or do you change verses?
No. He liked the lyrics so much that he kept changing the beat. I was like, damn, you done did 3 remixes to one song, like okay. That he's that type of person. Like the music can sound old to him in his head. Like it's like, nah, that shit's old. So he's definitely Future like that. But he's a dope. He's a dope producer, but he's a dope arranger, and he sees. Like you can give him a vision, and I like when people can shut up and just let you paint your vision, and then they follow. Oh, I get it. Yeah. Not the people that be like, oh, so let me count you. Like, no, bro, listen, count 8 bars and press record. That's all I need you to do. And that's
right. Yes, sir.
That's something. Yeah, that's something that's different because that's the era I'm from. Like this new era, people might work different. The engineer is told to arrange the song. That's not where we're from. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah. So let me ask you this then. I've experienced this before where a producer will change the beat and you think, damn, since you changed the beat, I would have wrote different to that beat. Did you experience any of that? And not to slight his beats, but I just would have wrote a little different if I'd have known that was the beat, I
always feel that way. That's why I'm glad he was like, yo, we about to turn the album and look here. I'm like, oh shit. I'm glad I didn't get a chance to change it up. But I've had that more so with features than anything else. Like features, motherfuckers be like, I'd be like, damn, you ain't tell me y'all was gonna do all that and bring the orchestra in and the strings and shit. I would have did some poetic shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing that I don't like is when they change it up like that. Like, but it's the challenge of dealing with it and having to live with what you just did is the actual lesson. Because when you can't change it, you'll be like, okay, what did I learn from it, or what I like about it, what I don't like that much, and and you get to become a better artist like that. Because you sometimes you could write and be like, I don't care what they change it to, I'm gonna kill this shit.
Yeah. It's over,
right, and you just write like that,
Well, one of the
I don't know what that was.
They drag racing outside though.
Man, it's all kinds of shit going on. New York is the noise pollution capital of America, man. I'll be like, you're not picking
y'all back
up
open? Is that why everybody
like, yeah? Everybody like, yeah. I said the ambulance don't even be picking up nobody. That should be like, ah. I'll be like, damn. Y'all not even picking up nobody. Niggas be on some other shit.
Yeah. So we ain't got much time, so I want to get into some tracks. One of my favorite ones right off top, and it was right early in the album, is Machine Rages. I thought it was super unorthodox how the beat came in. Yeah. And so you were kind of forced to spit in a way. To me, that was the whole track is genius, man. I don't even know if you hear like a kick, but I don't even know if there's a snare throughout the track, and that fucked me up. But I loved it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it fucked me up too. Actually, that was remixed too. That wasn't the original beat. But to me, what's weird is like it fits the times of now. Like it fits what's going on now. And some of the stuff I said probably go over people's heads because they don't think about stuff like that. But in Tibet, like these people's like we don't we don't care about jewelry, and we pray and eat fruit and vegetables and and practice martial arts, and we sit down with the sun, and they was like, no. And, and they even disturbed that shit because, like martial law is going down like everywhere in some sort of sense. So, it's crazy that we did that record.
Do you practice martial arts?
I love the art. I used to have an instructor, and actually when I was a kid, he used to pay me $10 every praying mantis I would catch. I used to go in the bushes and catch praying mantis, and he would pay me like $10 each one I'd catch. I'm like, he's really gonna study these things? Like, you know, it was bugged out. It was bugged out, but yeah, I had an instructor when I was young.
Fuck that.
You know, but he really studied that. You know, the praying mantis style is real, and you know, I was really into that Tai Chi shit a lot. And when I was a kid, there was a mentor. Like, used to live in my neighborhood. He used to practice on handballs. He used to be on the handball court, practicing on the handball. I was like, wow. So, you know, it was always intriguing to me, you know. And plus, you know,
I feel like Nori might have been out there with him.
Yeah. Every kid was crazy about Bruce Lee, man. You know, we all was, man. We all was crazy about Bruce Lee. You all had Chinese slippers, and you couldn't tell us that we wasn't Bruce. Like, you know, that was the get down when we was young, man. You know, that was the get down.
Yep.
So Machine Rage is basically is like, it's crazy. Like, that song is like about these days and times and what we living in, and you know, the struggle, and you know, and I tried to paint it in a different fashion, because you know, most rhymes is like, they used to call it ego trip rhymes, where you just talk about, you know, how fly you are and the shit you do. That song is just really about like the times we living in and how chaotic this shit is. And people be like, hey, yeah, everything's cool. No, it's not cool. Right. Shit's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah, man. Hey, that's the perfect way to describe it. Yo, let's get into this track, man. Let's take advantage of this time, because that was a perfect way to describe this, man, because that's exactly how I felt. I felt like, man, he's describing exactly how anybody with an intellectual brain is feeling. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into this shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is...
You got Machine Rage's Prince Poe, Pick Apart the Passion podcast. Let's get into it, baby.
Let's go.
Here we go.
The time is 2000 and now. The location, real shit motherfuckers don't talk about. Motherfuckers don't pay attention. Our lava pits of survival and quicksands of injustice, with racial profiling and human rights on crutches, plus the political corruption got people demanding answers. Nobody gives a fuck no more to eat, they taking chances. Flip that quarter quick, cop a stack from Sanchez, put one in the chamber, hide the pack between the branches. Government money launderers, bombings that spreading cancers. The World Trade disaster was just the war's cash advances. Neglected too much office meds and back on campus to take innocent lives just to ease the pain. While we continue to ask why, still no answers. But I know you can't embrace the sun and not believe in rain. Fuckers digging up dirt and causing these avalanches. Good people put in work but can't make ends meet. Young mothers struggling with hungry babies and shitty pampers. So the world should understand being a slave ain't sweet. That's why it's rage against the machine. It's rage against the machine. The lies and propaganda got me ready to scream. I refuse to bury the dream. Return democracy, platinum chains for property. Got a lot of hostility, but more than the cream. Through swamps of the struggle and sandstorms and scandals, amongst whoremongers with nerd or label as vandals. Separating races, police, state and the nation, using taxpayer monies for gambling and taking vacation. Trifling fucks like Spitzer, tricking on hoes, how would all of a sudden affordable education? But won't allow fellas with focus and occupation, trying to leave us down and hopeless, boxed in the matrix. Got backs against the wall, rebellious with guns drawn. Look at the millions that's starving, you done wrong. Choosing our target in this modern day norm. Another mother crushed with a child, lungs in the arms. Police don't serve and protect, the beast is a threat. They far east serving death for wanting peace in Tibet. I'm ointment on the scars and on you for Skid Row. Blood, sweat and tears, grease a little sweat. Back from my rat face riddled with shrapnel. Addicted to morphine, trapped in the capsule. Honorable discharge, discarded and homeless. Officer full of shit jobs, bombed like roaches. Millions trapped, lacking medical insurance. Civilians are getting jacked, rebels setting on tourists. Full body armored up in the state of emergency. 12 gauges starter blasting back at the perjury. Woo! Machine is rage against the machine. The lies and propaganda got me ready to scream. I refuse to bury the dream. Return democracy, platinum chains of property. Got a lot of hostility, but it's more than the cream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that joint is crazy right there. And you guys did a video for that too, right?
Man.
You did a video for that
we
joint?
did a
So
video.
if y'all saw me,
The video was crazy, man. We shot it downtown. Actually, we shot it in an area that I think Exhibit shot a video right after us. I forgot what video he shot, but in the same exact area.
oh, no shit.
Yeah, but
No shit. Okay.
yeah, the dude who
You cool with
shot that,
Exhibit
actually, he does a lot of commercials for MTV.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Are you cool with Exhibit? Is that a relationship there?
Yeah. I knew Exhibit for years, man. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't be knowing the history, but like Exhibit came from the whole Alcoholics, King T circle. Yeah, and like I had a relationship with them early, like when they was on Loud.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's dope.
Yeah, way back in the days, like, you know, when we used to go out to Cali, we used to hang out with them a lot.
Oh, so how long you been going to Cali? When were you going to Cali first? Is it early 90s?
Oh man, since like 91.
I was about to say 91 because Licks were, you know, they were touring heavy. They were touring.
Yeah,
heavy,
we always got cool with the West Coast section of the labels because they was the ones that wrote the checks.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not even gonna hold you, like, you know, Priority Records had an office in New York, but we was really cool with the LA staff because that was the office that wrote the checks.
Yeah,
you know, a lot of people they always get misconstrued with the terminology of underground.
Mm-hmm.
You know, underground always meant classic. Underground means hard to find, you know, rare. You know, if you bought a pair of sneakers, like, yo, we get those. Oh, I ain't telling you. You got to find where they at, bro.
Yeah.
And that was considered a classic. Like, there was a hard to find sneaker. And people used to give you props off of that. That was sneakerheads back in the days. So a lot of times when you hear people say underground, they always got the shit fucked up. Like you got to have a backpack, you know, with your rhyme book in it. You got a half a blunt. You ain't got no money. You trying to sneak it.
That was me. Hey, that was me. I feel offended.
Right, but that's what they consider underground, but that's not.
No, I got you, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They,
you 100%
used to be like,
right.
oh, he got a backpack. He snuck in the party. You know, he's underground. Like, nah, well, no, that's what you call. Well, that's what you call gorilla now. You know, you get gorilla. That's what we did back in the day. But that wasn't considered underground. Underground was the raw, rare, what you couldn't find, what everybody didn't have. Now it's just totally different. As long as you sound like everybody, you good.
So you don't. So do you take a personal oath almost to say I'm not gonna sound like anybody? I'm gonna keep doing me. Is that something you focus on?
I got to. It's too
of course,
late.
Of course. Yeah.
It's, you know, the era we from. You know, people will be 90 years old, like, yo, why you biting and shit? Like, you know, so, you know, it's crazy how, like, you know, some of the new rules apply, but some of the old rules don't change.
Right.
Yep.
You know, and that's just
that's what keeps the culture alive, though, is that the old rules don't change, right?
Yeah, it doesn't change. Even like when you listen to 50 Cent shit, you be like, yep, he got melodies and the shit got funk to it. He'd be like, yeah, all right, all that singing, I look past that shit, but yeah, all that singing shit don't mean nothing. He got that funk, that vibe in it. And as long as you got some type of vibe and some type of flow to it and feeling, people always gravitate to it, whether you angry or whether, you know, the song is happy, you know. Is there certain songs that resonate and that stay like that? But, you know, I always wanted to clarify that with that underground shit, because it's like, people like, yo, I'm mad underground. Like, yo, bro, you know, you broke. That's not underground. You just fucked up right now. That's what that is. You know, that ain't like giving you a stamp of approval that you're official because you broke and got a half a blunt. You snuck in the party. Like, nah, dude. You just fucked up in the game. That's all that shit mean. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you say got your business right.
Yeah. So, when you was broke and you snuck in a party, that was just you being a part of the hip hop community. You wanted to
that was you being resourceful.
You had to be there. Seeing Karis run on stage for his birthday, and when he threw PM Dawn off the stage, when you was there, you was like, I'm here, like I'm a part of this moment of hip hop.
Wait, hold up. Were you there?
Fuck yeah, I was there.
Oh, okay. Wait, but you gotta tell that story, dog. Let's pause for a second. You gotta tell that. You was there. You was there when KRS One of them did that. Okay, I'll shut up.
What makes it even crazier was that specific club. The stage was about maybe 5 feet.
What club was that?
Ground. I forgot the name of it, but that club, the stage was higher.
They threw them niggas 5 feet.
So it was quite a drop. When
even the big nigga in PM Dog.
Both dudes was off the stage when he said, "I'm still number one." People still taking rap for a joke, the passing hope, or a phase with a rope. Everybody was like, forget them.
If smartphones were around then, homeboy, if smartphones were around.
No, it would have been bad. That would have been the end. That night would have stopped all record sales and everything would have been over. Because that shit, it's like they came on stage, but it wasn't the fact that they threw them off the stage. It was the fact that they came to rock.
Yeah, and they rocked it after that.
And they killed it. Yeah, it was like, we don't care what happened 5 seconds ago. People was like, and KRS One is very oral when he performs.
Yeah.
So great night.
So can I ask you?
I'm gonna tell you this. I'll give a big shout out and respect to B, what's the name? B from PM Dawn. B
I don't know their names, to be honest.
Yeah, B Fine or B, I forgot his name, but
something like that.
But I'm gonna tell you that he's one of the most devoted people that I've seen to the culture of hip hop. Because we used to have a record convention at this hotel called the Roosevelt in New York City, in the city, not too far from where the ball drops.
Right.
And it'll be Q-Tip in there, it'll be Premier be in there, Pete Rock in there, Organized Konfusion, and we're all just record shopping, and like he'll watch us leave these different record sellers and he'll just go right behind us and buy everything. Like I've literally seen him fill a fucking van of records. Like he just goes and say, everything that they didn't buy, I want it.
Wow.
I've seen him do that like that. He's a beast.
Okay, that's different.
He's a different creature. He literally filled up a van of records.
This, man. Shit.
Yeah. He passed away some years ago, but
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that made me see him different. Like I was like, damn. Like he just was like, whatever Q-Tip, Pharoah Monch, and Principal and Premier didn't buy, I want them all. Like I was like, how you just gonna buy all the records like that?
I mean,
he bought them.
I'm not mad at that. I would follow y'all for too and be like, all right, what did they not do? That's a smart fucking move, man. That's a smart fucking move.
That's a great move, yo. But he cleared house. He cleared house. Thousands. He spent thousands.
God damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, he was like, whatever they didn't buy, like I'm gonna shut the whole game down. Like now they can't come back. I was like, wow.
I wanted to actually ask you something about one specific thing that I always wanted to know is how was the specific studio session for the joint with Organized and Cellar Dwellers, because I fucks with both of y'all heavy, and that's like one of my favorite collaborations.
Wow,
from back in the day, you know what I'm saying?
Oh well, this dude named Matt. This dude named Matt put it together. Like the record industry at that time had a lot of like slots and positions that you could play. And one of them was a lot of people made great records being middlemen, where they don't produce, they don't rhyme, they just be like, I got a little bit of money, I'm gonna go get this group and give them the money, and I'm gonna get that group and give them the money and put records together. So there was this dude named Matt that actually put that record together, and I do remember that record. There was a new artist that jumped on that joint. That was in the studio that day that jumped on the joint with us, named FT. But the chemistry with us was just natural. Like I think Cellar Dwellers is like one of the most slept on groups that's out of New York. Like, you know, I think that when people mention duos, I think that like when people forget about them and then all of a sudden you say Cellar Dwellers, oh shit.
And then they're like, oh shit, yeah.
Right, yeah. So I always loved them, always got respect for them. I think both of them are dope lyricists. And Matt put that record together, but I clearly remember that record because I had a cold and I was bad. I was bad that day. My voice was very hoarse. But the way we passed the mic back and forth, it was natural. It was a good chemistry. Like back then, like it was fun making records while you make money. And now, like, you know, the money was way better than like what you're dealing with now, because it was more labels you was dealing with then. You was dealing with budgets and different things. So, but yeah, that was natural. And shout out to Matt. Matt brought that together. I think they match us perfectly, them two dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, yep.
As far as like, you know, the Phantasm, his style, Ugg, his style, and you know, we're like visionaries, like all four of us. So I think that's what made the record even easy. You know, we visionaries. We see the rhyme. We just don't say it. We see it. You know, and then we say it. So. Yeah, shout out to Cellar Dwellers, man. I love them dudes, and I think that they're just. When it comes to duos, people mention Naughty, Us, you know, sort of, you know, De La, but you know, they are fucking super dope when it comes to lyricism.
Very, very dope, very dope.
So the next track I want to get into was I'm gonna let you choose. Is that cool, Poe? Look, we either got
what we gonna choose between?
I'm gonna give you two right quick, all right? Because I know we pressed for time. We got like a half hour, so we got You Already? Or First Word to What Was Last Said, which is one of my favorite ones. But which one you want to roll?
I like First Word to What They Was Last Said, but are we gonna go with You Already, because that's two of like my favorite MCs. I always like like dark voice dudes. Like
oh yeah,
so
like,
Rock.
I always like
Rockness on that one, right?
Yeah,
with
Rockness and Saphir. Like, and that was a beautiful thing to get them two together on that record.
Yo, me and Denku talk about this all the time. Sean P's one of his favorite MCs. Rock Ness is one of my favorite MCs. And I think it's just a voice attribution, right?
Yeah,
I used to hear his voice like, oh, that I can do that, right? Like,
yeah, yo, them two dudes' voices, and like, man. And the thing is that I knew that their styles was gonna just like really
marinate
in that track. Man, they both is monsters, yo. They fucking lyrical beasts.
So being that they're lyrical beasts and some of your favorite, does it change how you attack? Do you come a little harder, or do you just do what Poe do?
I wrote my rhyme. I wrote my rhyme, and I wanted to leave it. I didn't really try to like, because I know how competitive I am. I know I didn't want Rock, but yo, motherfucker, what the fuck you trying to do? Like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want Saphir to do that either, and I'm glad I didn't, because I was able to get that gangster.
That gas, man.
Fear, and able to get that wild, raunchy, Rockness monster, and that's what I wanted, you know.
So have you known Saphir since the Lick days, then?
Huh?
Have you known Saphir since like the Golden State Warriors, Licks days and shit? Them guys.
Actually, Saphir was the. Be honest with you, Saphir was the dude that took me to Tupac house when I first met Tupac.
Okay, well, pick apart the passion that's gonna need this goddamn story.
Yeah, actually, Saphir took me to Tupac house, and the crazy thing was, they had an argument. Like as soon as we got there, they're like, "Fuck you" and "fuck yous" is going back and forth, and I'm sitting there going, "Okay, I got 3
neither
more seconds.
Neither one of these niggas are real calm. They both like, yo, what it do?
No, they
like,
both are loud and boisterous and like and like Tupac had 2 big niggas with him, and they kept fuck you, and I was like, about 4 more fuck yous. I'm gonna slowly walk up out of here.
Yeah, because you're like, I'm not gonna take on the big niggas.
I don't want to fuck with these big niggas that's with Pop. I didn't. It was
no, that's smart.
I was like, I ain't fucking with them niggas. I'm going in my car and I'm going back to the hotel.
Nigga, what the fuck?
And then like Pop kind of broke it and said, "Fuck you, nigga. Yo, Poe, let's smoke, man." And he passed me some weed, and I was just like, phew. Because the big niggas was looking at me. I'm looking at them niggas like I don't got nothing to do with this shit. I'm a visitor.
They look like Suge Knight's cousins and shit.
Yeah, like his little brothers that was bigger than Suge Knight. Like the nigga that got the nigga that be like 6'9", his name is Lil Cookie. Yo, go down the block and holler at Lil Cookie. Like, nigga, that Little Cookie.
There wasn't no little niggas down there.
Nigga, this motherfucker could touch the street light without fucking jumping. Yeah, what you mean, Little Cookie? You call them Little Cookie?
Oh shit! Hey, Poe, I'm trying to do an interview here, man. You fucking me up.
He said his name is Little Cookie. The fuck is he? A little Debbie mini cookie? It's big ass 6'9" motherfucker.
All right.
You eat car tires and shit.
Just the metal radio though, not the rubber. We just need the metal in that motherfucker.
Yeah. Talking about cook too long.
Oh shit.
All right, hey. Sorry, hey. We knew this dude was funny, man. So sorry, this got a little off track. But appreciate you, Poe, because this is hilarious. Let's get into You Already, man. This is a crazy track with Saphir, with motherfucking Rockness. And oh no, y'all killed this, man. Yo, first of all, you killed your verse. You kill everything. Let's just say that. But
I was just having fun. I really wanted them to shine, man. I appreciate them brothers. They came. When I called on them, they was there. Shout out to Saphir and Rock This Monster, man. He's doing his thing.
Yeah, y'all should do more tracks together, man. But let's get into this shit. You Already is what it's called. Yep. This is off of Animal Serum. Go get that album.
Here we go.
March. Let's soldiers. Upgrade, evolve, elevate, educate, regulate. Dogs, my aim is strong. Enough shaders upon my everyday, so I shake, infiltrate. I'm gonna check you if you're wrong. Jeopardize the state, lose your neck, miss the break, need to connect. My expectations is long, I can't wait. Pay the debt with respect, avoid your noise, it's fate. It is what it is, and not just a song, so go ahead and hate. You already know, why wait? You already know, why wait? Why wait? Blasphemy, you lambs kiss ass swiftly. Faggot ass facts miss me. Strangle you nags quickly. Bang him and smash with me. Tango and cash hit me. Kangos and plats fit me. I'm 100, this ass 50. Start of a mean movement. True art of a G unit. Smarter how we do it. Taught him to be fluid. Spotted that sees through it. Hotter degrees to it. You got it in the breeze and blew it. I'm a shot of queens that knew it. Faking so I'm a getter. Hating cause I'm a hitter. My caking got you bitter. Infiltrating bullshitter. Broke and still owe me. Always smoke for free, homie. Most see that you phony. No, that's not what you told me, but you cool, I'm illmatic, I'm smooth, you real erratic, still running, I bust back, you whatever, I'm fuck that. I'm Prince Poe, you that nigga, I'm oh no, you gon' figure I'm for sure with Saphir and Rock, oh black. Upgrade, evolve, elevate, educate, regulate, dogs, my aim is strong. Enough shaders upon my everyday, so I shake, infiltrate, I'm gon' check you if you're wrong. Jeopardize the state, lose your neck, Mr. Ring, need to connect, my expectations is long, I can't wait, pay the debt with respect. Avoid your noise, it's fake, it is what it is, and not just a song, so go ahead and
I'm back in the saddle, I'm yanking these brains, I'm breaking paper, chasing this Nathan, I'm aching to hit this caper, tired of waiting like an anchor to bank these these statements. Tell her, Shaft Yeller, here to take it. No man, so fast, that metaphor right there. Shake. Meteoric the rise, in spite of the spies. Seizing your disguise, leaving your community eyes bleed with your lies. So it's perfect timing to tear your ass right out the line. Dig a ditch, throw your ass in, pitch the lineman. That fits the rhyming. But see, Shaft thinking, who the fuck you kidding, nigga? We gon' leave your ass stinking. Ain't trying to dump a body, trying to be a hot commodity for show me. You know me. On cloud 9 with clips, won't cloud your mind with shit, nigga. You already
upgrade, evolve, elevate, educate, regulate. Dogs, my aim is strong. Enough shade is upon my everyday, so I shake, infiltrate. I'm gon' check you if you're wrong. Jeopardize the state, lose your neck, miss the break, need to connect. My expectations is long, I can't wait. Pay the debt with respect, avoid you noise, it's fake. It is what it is, and not just a song. So
hey, yo, I bombard these bums barred from coming round here. Out barred them and bum rushed them without a crowd. It's subpar, but it's subpar, and it's this clown queer. In direction subpar, you sound scared. No, you sound weird. No, you sound like a rare breed of bitch that'd rather leak info than to leak out tears. Sound real, fuck up the circle, let's bring around squares. And you the son, you cool, but your man got away downstairs. Nigga, don't play with me, watch what you say to me. Flip full, little hoe, tell him no vacancy. Wake and bake, sleepers, no bud, better bakery. Little homie in the back, strap, no baby C. Upgrade your G, elevate your steed. They say to lead by example and take a pee. Wait and see, watch me make this cheese, still claim my street. But this lamery, these little niggas doing this, what you ain't gon' see.
Upgrade, evolve, elevate, educate, regulate. Dogs, my aim is strong. Enough shade is upon my everyday, so I shake, infiltrate. I'm gon' check you if you're wrong. Jeopardize the state, lose your neck, miss the break, need to connect. My expectations is long, I can't wait. Pay the debt with respect, avoid you noise, it's fake. It is what it is, and not just a song, so go ahead and hate.
Outro's crazy too.
Crazy. When I got their verses back, I was like, it's over.
Bro, that outro too, like just that little outro is crazy. Like,
yeah.
You can tell old Noah's paying attention to everything.
Yo, he's a beast, man. I was at his house one time and he wrote his rhyme for one of the joints we was doing. And he went in the kitchen to get something to eat or some shit. Came back like, you finished? I was like, finished? Got 2 lines, bro. Like, what? Nah, this is not gonna work, man. This dude works way too fast for me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, he's on robot mode, bro. I had to, I'm gonna take my book home. I'll be back.
Did it make you write any faster, or did you do that? Did you take it home like, hold up?
I learned to change up my process a little bit, like messing with him because, like,
we'll talk about that. How did it change?
Well, he was like, you know, it was at a certain point of the album. He was like, yo, man, what's taking you so long? I'm like, yo, bro, relax. Like, you know, and he was like, no, relax. Like, no, there's no relax. Like, and I had to respect it because no matter what I see myself as, I can't change the expectation, or if somebody sees me at a certain level of greatness, the best I could do is reach for it. Like, I shouldn't shun it away.
Try to meet it.
But he's like, man, you supposed to write great shit in 5 minutes. I'm like, no, It doesn't come that way.
Holy
you know,
shit.
But the challenge of it is what's great. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had to respect that. Like, we was on the phone yelling at each other. Like, it was crazy.
Like really? Like mad? Like really mad?
Yes, we was fucking arguing. Like,
oh shit.
Yo, what the fuck? Like, and I had to think about it. Like, yo, wait. And he told me,
right.
A lot of people can't work with me because my demand is just too high. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I had to respect that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, when it comes to artistry, it's great. It's great for you. It's good therapy. You know what I'm saying? So that record was definitely very fun to work on.
Yeah. That's what's up.
How did it all, like, whose decision was it to create the record?
Both of us. We was like, you know, when we met each other, we was like, yo, we should work on something together. You know what I'm saying? And you know, what I like about Oh No is that, you know, when you have a family or people in your family that does the same thing, the number one thing is you want to shine on your own. I'm pretty sure, like,
100%.
Illa J feels that way. Fucking you know, a lot of people feel that way. So it's like he wanted to prove himself. So it's like working with somebody who's constantly trying to prove himself is always a wonderful thing. Like, you know, and they are always reaching for higher heights. Like that dude is a workaholic, yo. He's a horse. And if you work with him, you got to be ready to work. Like you can't be talking, yo, be doing this. Like, no, you got to be doing it because he's a doer. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
yeah.
Shout out to him, you know, and his craft. And so he didn't want to get overshadowed with his brother's success. You know what I'm saying? So he always strive to have his own light, you know what I'm saying? And that's what makes him dope, is that he's like, that's my brother, but this is me. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, and you be like, yo, you know, you know, you say, Madlib's brother, but oh no, and like he's the best kept secret. Like, you know, you either know him or you don't know him, but then when you hear him, you're like, damn, where was I when he came out?
Yeah.
You know, dope MC, man, dope MC.
So let me ask you something real quick then. I don't know if you have older brothers or anything like that or anybody, but who did you come up under? Okay, and well, you like the youngest of them all too, right?
I'm the youngest of them all. I ain't never been spoiled.
I think I knew that. Okay.
Yeah.
So, but like when it comes to someone who had that influence like that, like a bigger brother who, is there anybody in the game that you want to mention that was like that person for you? I mean, was it Pharaoh? Was it, I don't know. So
G-Rap.
Okay.
G-Rap, Kane.
Okay.
We've recorded at both of their studios.
Okay.
Jalil
and they was teaching you shit?
And Ecstasy. Yeah, Jalil and Ecstasy was like our big brothers.
Houdini, right?
Yeah, we wrote.
Just so people who don't know, we got young people to watch this too.
Yeah, we wrote with them towards the end of their careers. Like we was writing with them, so we learned a lot about writing. You know, being around them, and yeah, just really Houdini and, you know, Larry Smith, God bless his soul, the producer for Houdini. And like being around them guys and hearing the stories and sharing their experiences, like that was our biggest teachers, you know.
And so what age are you getting that information?
Early, like 20, 21.
Yeah.
You know, we was young. And, you know, and the thing is like, even to this day, like I still speak to Jalil, and I used to always ask him like, yo, man, I owe you big time. Like what do I owe you? And he just said, just pass the jewel on.
There you
Somebody
go.
who can really use it.
That's
just pass it. You know, so when I seen how Jay-Z got 21 Savage out of jail and helped Lil Wayne with his taxes, you know, you move in silence, man. You don't have to say I'm doing good when you're doing good. You just do good. You know what I'm saying? You just do it.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what makes the community of hip hop so dope, is because I'm pretty sure it wasn't about the money, but Lil Wayne learned how to be responsible and pay his taxes. You know what I'm saying? And that's the lesson out of it, that you not only correct the mistake, but you teach them, you know, how to fish. So now they can fish on their own.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that was the jewel with that. So, you know.
Yeah. So we got like 15 minutes left. I'm gonna let you get back to your shit. Here's the thing. We got 2 more tracks that I want to play, but I'm gonna let you choose one, and then I got a couple questions besides that, right?
Okay.
So
I like
how about
our first word to what was last said?
Oh yeah.
It's literally like that. Like I'm saying the first word, and oh no is like finishing what I said.
Yeah.
So I just did that just to show how, like, you know, concept wise.
Yeah, and that arrangement is crazy, dog.
Yeah, you could be witty in how you make music and don't feel limited. That's really what that song is about. Like, you know, the first word to what was last said. And, you know, and me and oh no, we smoke a lot of weed, so it just made it even more fun to even do that song. So
that's why y'all got in an argument. That's why y'all got in an argument, because y'all wasn't smoking weed together, is what it was.
That's what it was. Right. We wasn't smoking together. And the thing is that we wasn't together when we made that song. That's what makes that song even more dope, is that when I sent it to him and the words was missing, he was like, I see what you're doing. I see it. I got it.
Yeah.
And, you know, and it was just like crazy how he
that's dope. That's super dope.
Knew what it was. Yeah, that shit is crazy. So, yeah, first word to what was last said, I have fun, doing that song.
That's
and, the metaphors is just different. Like, I be saying shit that go past people because it's really not the metaphor like they're looking for.
Yeah.
So, like, when I say, like, you heard me, donkey ears, I take it to the bank. They're like, you heard, you heard
let's
me,
back up.
donkey ears.
Wait, let's back up. You go over simpleton heads.
Yeah.
You don't go over my head at all. You don't go with Denku's head.
You know what I'm saying? I said like I spit seed. I said I spit. You are.
Don't put yourself on the spot.
I spit curbs. I spit seeds to the earth for birds.
Yeah.
And I was saying like how you spend money and I spit seeds. And little stuff like that.
My shit's gonna grow, right? Like,
yeah. I just want it to be simple. But when you go that simple, people be like, huh? He ain't got no bars. He don't. I'm like, fuck it, bro. You missed the whole shit.
let him miss it, man. Let him miss it. They'll catch it in 10 years.
Hey, man.
They'll catch it in 10 years.
Maybe your weed is weak or something. I don't know. I don't know.
All right, so check it. We got toxic and where you eat.
Oh man.
I knew that was gonna be a hard one.
Yeah. Toxic. I love that shit. Shout out to Oh No again, man. He's a beast. He wrote that fucking rhyme like in 6 minutes, man. Like,
all right, so we playing toxic?
Yeah, we playing toxic.
All right, let's run toxic, and then I got a couple more questions. Denku has some, and then we'll let you go, man. Again, appreciate your time, man. Just pick apart the passion. Prince Poe, Animal Serum. We getting into toxic. Let's go.
Here we go.
That beat it so hard.
Lethal injections in your veins from a prophet. Sulfuric acid set into your brain is a caustic. Propane poems of flames catastrophic. Disintegrate through the chains with laser beam block spit. Performing mathematic transplants to broaden your range. My antioxidants is for dislodging the pain. Blow through the nose of your bows, but nitrogen flows. Pose bang like a bison annihilating the game. Relieve pressure where the rest won't touch your haters because I put a torch to their wet molecular structure is the boss. You slept on Teflon, protect the Delta Force, infiltrating camps, a fraud for close to no cost. Pitting the pendulum, mutilating and bending them, stimulating dosages, replenishing the synonym. Only the holy remains across the coldest terrain. Peeling them for Benjamins, ninjas syringing them with Novocaine. Numb skulls down to their shoulder blades. Told you lames that I'm far from finished. Diminished squads with liquid bombs for chemists. Supremacists falling wicked arms of my lyrics. Trigger the strong with mystical laws of my spirit. My art of war drawn to give them the business. Musical minutes blowing in like a blizzard. Gotta come and get it.
Yeah. Send the air raid over your town. I'm finna bomb shit. The trails like chemtrails, no option. It's written in the thick smoke of toxin. The airwaves, sick thoughts, synopsis forgotten, but still popping like oxycontin. They don't wanna feel the pain of their body riding while they body rocking. So they sleeping and they do it often. Can't nobody stop them. Keep dreaming like heroin injected to the ear canal. Then the only way that you can hear it now is slow it down. You tell them that my shit is like the soundbite of leprosy. Damaging nerves when they next to me. I'm cooking up the recipes like ricin'. Like ain't nobody check for these. That's the Heisenberg, lab in the cleaners. Better not telepath with some cleavage. Bar shots have them all leaning. The doc strap them in, none leaving. Fumigate, ain't nobody breathing. Send the troops, tell them get even. My pen broke, ink still leaking. Face the method like I pushed the cheek in. Brain damage, hell was you thinking? Your chemicals are peaking. Homie, I'm toxic, toxic. It's toxic, 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 toxic.
Man,
that's crazy.
Woo!
That joint is super hard.
That's crazy.
Yo, I love that the Novocaine and the numbskull down to the shoulder blades. Come on, man.
Yeah, you gotta, sometimes when you write, you gotta say foolish shit like that to let people know.
Yeah, I ain't playing, right?
Yeah, I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm gonna say some simple I'm gonna say some simple numbskull shit. That's exactly what.
Yo, you there? Okay. Yo, man, again, appreciate your time, man. Let me just say that again. So And let me know if this question is not it. You feel me?
Yeah.
I just seen Pharoah Monch on Talib Kweli's podcast recently, and he explained how y'all met and how y'all got started, right? And I thought it was a crazy story and kind of interesting, but I wanted to hear your side of that. Like, how did y'all start that? How did that come about? If you don't mind, if it's floated, then I get.
Well, we're from the same neighborhood.
Yeah.
And Marshall is like right outside the projects.
Right.
So we was in the same public school together, and we was kind of acquaintances. We got more closer when we got to junior high school, intermediate school. Mm-hmm. And basketball and baseball was the link and connection to a lot of people in South Jamaica, Queens. We always had a lot of basketball tournaments, and people was competitive in sports, like, baseball and basketball and football. So, that's how you got to know a lot of people, like, same area we're from, Onyx is from, and 50 Cent, and
peace.
Lost Boys, and, across town is LL Cool J and Black Rock and Ron and Run DMC, and Hollis and Southside was not the best of friends back in the days. It was very controversial and a lot of fights. And, Jamaica Avenue, where Wu-Tang shot Cream, was like the neutral ground, and there was a lot of fights and a lot of melee, so because there was a bus terminal that took the people to Hollis, and that was Jamaica, Queens, and there was just a lot of controversy. But music has always been like an epicenter, because we always had local DJs and park jams, and that's where hip hop came from. It was the refuge of the struggle. That's why, like, a lot of cats from our eras, people be calling us old heads, and old heads be saying y'all don't know shit, and y'all don't know the fuck y'all doing, because they don't understand that, I understand that y'all are making money from this. We're the ones that allowed that to happen.
Yeah, we're the reason you made it. Well, not me, but you guys are the reason they making it, right?
But understand that we had nothing, and the police will respond to calls a half an hour late. So hip hop and the local DJs and park jams was our freedom. It was the voice of the unheard. It was the place where if your sneakers was old, it didn't matter. Your friend's sneaker was new, it didn't matter. The music resonated, and it was like street church. And that's why it's so important, because it wasn't the popular music. It wasn't getting played on the radio. Right. It was the club DJs that started playing hip-hop.
It was getting shitted on by mainstream. Let's
shitted
say it.
on major.
Shitted on bad.
Bullshit, bibbity
by the other genres, the rockers was shitting on it. Everybody, fuck hip hop, rap, whatever, rap the crap. They was shitting on us, man.
Right, and it was the voice that nobody wanted to listen to. So that's why we take it more serious, because it was the only thing that we had that gave us a sense of freedom and dignity and respect. When you heard Over Like a Fat Rat and Rick James Moonchild and Mary Jane All Night Long. When you heard those records, you felt like you could make it. Like, yo, we gonna be all right. We gonna, and it was serious, because like I said, you go right down the block and start shooting, police won't be there for half an hour. So, it was our go-to. It was when you didn't have no money, you didn't feel good about yourself, and you heard that music come on 3 or 4 blocks away, you would run to it.
And so you met at that epicenter then?
Yeah, we met at that epicenter, and hearing the MC go, check it out, 1, 2, 3, in the place to be. And you really looked up to that person. You was like, this motherfucker just changed life.
Right.
Just now. And they're like, all right, we're going to do it like this. We got Leos and now it's the Leos. Oh, it's a Scorpio. Oh, you know, and you felt like you were somebody.
Yeah.
Nobody knew who you were except your friends, but you felt like at that moment, I am somebody.
Right.
And, you know, that's a great feeling to have when you come from poverty, struggle.
Yeah.
You know? Government cheese and powdered milk.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, I remember them powdered eggs was the worst. I remember it,
bro. Yeah. And our parents didn't get those things just because we was poor. They got them things because it helped.
Yeah.
You know, I had friends that had locks on the refrigerator People was like, why are they putting a lock on the refrigerator? Because they're trying to control the few. You ain't gonna come in after school just eating up everything you want to do. Boy, we gotta wait. Yeah. And we gotta stretch that food till next time we get paid.
Yes, sir, yeah.
So it was about survival and it was family and it was structure to the hood. You know, so it's different now. Everybody's just free fall. You can't tell your neighbor's kid shit because they think their kid is perfect. Get the fuck out of here. He's a knucklehead just like everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So it's different.
Yeah, I feel you.
Community, and that was community music.
So one last question I got for you, and then Denku, you got anything else? So I know y'all got a relationship. Y'all done songs together, right? You and Denku. I've only met you one time. You had come to Madison. I don't know if you remember this, but I'm curious if
Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah. And the last hope you had a relationship with Flip Phil, and he had put me on a song with y'all with you and him, and I don't think that ever came out. Which I still would love to hear my verse because I don't remember that shit at all.
I would love to hear the song.
I would too. Maybe I had to holler at Flip. Me and Flip don't really talk much at all in the last 10 years or so, but I would love to holler at him and see if he got that.
Yeah, people, you know, that's life, man. You grow and go different directions.
Man, I'm 43. I've had a lot of friends, and I don't have most of them. You understand what I'm talking about?
Right. Yeah. So, all friendships are great friendships, but all friendships aren't made to last forever.
Facts. But what I wanted to ask you, I just wanted to ask you if you remember this memory just from my own. I think it's funny. So we do our set. You actually watched our set, which I was surprised at, and we was like, "Yo, cool." And you was like, "Yo, that shit was dope." You know what I mean? And then you like, "Yo, what's up with the smoke?" So then me and you and the other two dudes I rap with, we go out to the car and we start smoking. Okay, you remember this shit at all?
I do.
Okay, so wait, Denku, dog. We out in the car, and we feeling good. We smoking, we listening to music, we having a good time. Poe is like a nigga that I met 2 weeks before. Like, seriously, I always salute that. Like, Poe is just a nigga. Like, he just, hey man, we chilling, right?
Right.
So we was smoking. All of a sudden, dog, you look down at your phone or whatever it was, and you're like, oh shit. I'm 15 minutes late for being on stage. We was feeling so good smoking. Your managers was mad as fuck. Like, where the fuck is you at?
Was mad.
Hey, but I tell you this.
They was looking for me. And like, where are
you remember that? You remember that shit, dog?
Yeah, I do.
I just thought that was the funniest fucking moment because we was so high, man. All of us forgot we was at a show, right?
No, we was gone, man, and we was out there in a whole different zone.
Man, and it was fun, man. I always salute you for that because I don't know if you know this. You're the first major artist that I ever opened up for in that group.
Wow.
So to me, that show, you don't even understand how big that was to me at the time. I think it was like 2005 or 6 or something.
Right.
To me, that was huge. So then when you come and smoke with us, and I'm like, oh, this nigga's just a regular nigga. Like, it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit meant the world to me. And it was funny as fuck. I
was that way with D Nice. Like, okay. I was like, damn, this is the motherfucker that DJ for KRS-One. This is crazy. Like, and I was that way also too with Houdini. Like, it was
nice.
I was super fanned out, bro. I was just looking at Jalil like he was made of wax or some shit. Like, I'm just like, I was just like, and I'm like, I'm doing the one love step. I'm like, this is,
friends.
Man, like,
how many of us have, right?
That shit is crazy. That's just unreal.
But
so,
but I always salute you for that, man. I appreciate that, man. And I know we don't know each other well. Like I say, we met, but I've always thought you was cool, man. I appreciate you giving us your time and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've learned the lesson from, you know, treating people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah.
I met a young dude in I guess DC when he was 12.
Wow.
And I was in Harlem one day, and this dude just walked up to me with dreads, and he's like, "Yo, ain't you Prince Pope?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh man," and he hugged me. And he's like, "Yo, man, I met you 17 years ago. I was 12." Yeah. And so, you know, and then so we talked for a little while. I was like, "Wow, I remember that shit." So, you know, it was a beautiful thing. But I was just thinking the opposite of, what if I'd have shitted on him?
Right.
And treated him
that's
like a
happened.
fucked up person. And he
I can tell you that story about some artists too, but I'm not going to.
Right, and just walked up to me and just started stabbing me. And he'd have stabbed me 4 times before I realized, who the fuck is this? Like, you know, and now that was a lesson, like, you know, be careful of how you treat people, because you don't never know where, you know, I met him in DC, and I seen this dude in Harlem, you know what I'm saying? So and he's a grown ass man now, you know. I wouldn't have remembered him. So, you know, it's very important to treat people how you want to be treated, man. And and you know, and there's a certain way to handle things. Like, I've done shows with migraines, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just keeps it utterly and brutally real. I put the fucking stool in the middle of the stage, and like, what is he doing? Yup. I'm gonna treat myself like a dummy tonight, and I'm gonna sit on this fucking stool, and I'm gonna do these songs for y'all because I got a fucking headache.
Yeah,
people
I've done
be like,
that before.
Hooray, he's telling the truth.
Yeah, and you know what? Fans appreciate that, man, and like, we appreciate this. We fans, and also, you know, we got love for you, and we all have a rapport.
Yeah, man, I appreciate, man. I'm humbled, and it's been a journey and shit, man. It's been some journeys, man. Madison, I remember that city, man. That they got all the beers in the world out there.
Yeah,
you know, you go to
we have fun out
New
here,
York,
man.
They got like 7 taps. You go out there, that should be like 40 taps. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, it literally is 42 taps, right?
Yeah. So, you know, shout out to everybody in Madison and Oshkosh.
Yeah.
I've been to Oshkosh. Yes. It's interesting. So
that's what's up.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
We appreciate you out here, man. Okay.
Before we get out of here, could you just tell them what's coming next? Because you had mentioned to it right when we got on here.
Yeah, I'm actually working on like this experiment record with this producer named DJ PJGJ. Photographer dude, got a lot of visuals, and all right, we're like this. I'm trying to be more poetic on that record. I'm trying to like have fun and be the weirdo boy I could be sometimes, like on purpose. So I'm like writing for that now, and I'm working on a new solo album. And then there's an unreleased organized song that's coming out. It's a song called World Reaction that we did during the Equinox era, the last era. And it's pretty fun.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? So we're going to release that this year on a 12-inch. It's going to be limited copies for vinyl. We're working on a new
instrumental.
Yeah, it's gonna be instrumental. It's gonna be a acapella,
like a maxi single almost, right?
Yeah, a maxi single on vinyl. So it's just a treat for the DJs and collectors with some dope artwork. And,
I might have to scoop that up. Myself.
Yeah, and then working on new organized music and just really trying to realign myself in the new, which I call it the new, meaning like post-COVID, like being in a good place as far as mentally, because this shit is PTSD for real. Like, you know, and you got people who took the vaccine that's worried about those who didn't take it. Those who didn't take it is arguing with motherfuckers. It's just mad chaotic. Everybody's worried. And I'm just like, okay, so if you got vaccinated and you're so protected, why are you worried about the fuck I do?
Right.
You supposed to be protected, right? So why you bother me? People looking at you like you're a zombie and shit, because they're like, oh, you're not vaccinated. Look, bro, relax.
It's wild.
If you're protected, don't worry about me. They told you that you're vaccinated and you're protected. So what the fuck is you even talking to me for?
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know.
Well, you know what's good? You know the good thing? You know the good thing that's gonna come out of this is and I don't mean to mention the other people, but Joe Rogan said this. It's gonna be the Roaring 20s again.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
so everybody come out their house and it's gonna be crazy. And I'm like, yo, that makes a lot of sense. Everybody's about to go nuts. The creativity is gonna be crazy. The show is gonna be crazy. Like it's gonna be nuts. You know? Yeah.
And time is going faster. The planet's moving faster, and I just learned how to move more with grace, because you can't keep up with this shit, man. Yesterday was fucking February. It's fucking June 4th now. So you know, it's very about fast. Moving at your own pace, not like others around you. You know, and finding your space and your comfort. And then another thing too, man, with this instant gratification of like social media and shit like that, I don't really get caught up. Cats be hitting me up like, yo, you gonna come to the party tonight? I'd be like, no. First of all, you telling me about the party tonight. Like, I'm not doing that rushing shit. Bro, I'm moving easy. I'm not rushing to do shit. Yeah. I'm gonna move at a good pace and keep my mind, because all that trying to rush and keep up with everything, man, that should have drive you crazy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's about, you know, maintaining your grace and your own pace. And, you know, if you tell me about the party and it's 2 weeks from now, I can go, you know, but all that trying to rush and get a haircut, I'm not doing all that, bro. I'm a fucking pimp now. I be moving with my pimp shoes.
You just sliding in the gators, but you know.
I'll be having the fish bottoms on, Huggy Bear, stepping through that motherfucker like, what's happening? I don't be going, because you rushing to die.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, we lost a lot of great ones because of health reasons, health issues, bad eating, overstressing, trying to control things that you have no control over. And that's stress right there. So, you know, I'm just trying to grow good, man, and grow young. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so the new music is dope. You know, we be having some dope FB lives and IG lives. I call it Just Building. And we just be talking about, you know, inspiration, positive energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's hard because, you know, you always get that one or two people that come in here like, what about the men that don't take care of their kids? We're not talking about them here.
Right.
Your page and talk about.
But even they need positive energy. Let's be real here. We all people living lives, they do. Right?
But the narrative of a lot of people now is always gravitating towards negative energy.
100%.
Like you know, people would mention deadbeat dads faster than responsible fathers. Like, why would you do that all the time? Yes. Like, you know, so most of my guys are taking care of their kids. So I really can't get into deadbeat dads because, you know, and why should I talk about them? Most of my guys are taking care of their kids. So, you know, it's about that energy and maintaining it, because there's a difference in saying, I'm going to get some money and I'm broke.
Right. Very big difference.
Yeah,
there's intention there. The intention is different.
Yeah, you telling the world that you broke, you telling the world that it's nothing. But when you say I'm gonna get some money, you're putting the positive energy in the universe, and there's a chance that things will align for you to get money.
All right. So speaking of that positive energy, you always are like that. I follow you on Instagram and Facebook and shit. We communicate here and there. What's one last thing you would want to say to anybody, hip hop fan or not? Just give us one last thing, and then we'll wrap this up and let you go, man. But just any piece of positivity, any one last statement you want to say to the people.
Nothing is too crazy to try. The problem with people is they never finish what they start.
Come on.
And this is what's really very scary. Be careful of who you listen to instead of listening to your heart first, because a lot of times we listen to our heart, but then we share the idea with a friend or a colleague, and they might be discouraging. And what's scary about it is that you can get halfway through the block of an idea or a goal, and then you give up, and you're not even realizing that if you had the right support in your circle, the right people around you, they'd help you get to the corner. And as soon as you got to the corner, you look around the corner, your blessings waiting right there for you. So it's just very sad that a lot of times people get halfway through the block and they quit. So your circle is not supposed to let you quit. Your circle is supposed to pick you up and carry you the rest of the way when it's like-minded people. And then you find out that the blessing was right around the corner. And then this is what's even crazy. Now the accomplishment is there. The goal is reached. You got the bag, you got the money. But then now you got to face both of your consciences. One of your consciences is going to tell you, you did it, boy. And the other conscious is gonna tell you, what the fuck took you so long? You've been this great. You've been this great a long time, and you fucking bullshitting. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So
nah, you're 100% right, man.
And you have to listen to that one too, because it's gonna tell you the truth. It's not gonna sugarcoat shit. It's gonna say, yo, you should have been here because you've been this great a long time ago. So that's what I would tell people is like, be careful, because you'll listen to somebody who's a quitter. Quitters don't win, winners don't quit. And you'll listen to somebody who's basking and drowning in misery. And misery not only wants you to be a company, misery wants you to move in and pay half the mortgage. So, you know what I'm saying? So you got to be careful of that energy, because everything is possible. You know, I never thought I would have a meeting with Russell Simmons. Never thought I would be working with Disney. And, you know, and I'm a kid from South Jamaica, Queens, you know, so I just tell people all the time, don't ever stop listening to your heart and listen to people, because that's where you will fail.
There the fuck you go.
Yes.
Hey, man, appreciate you. One more time, I'm going to say that. This has been Pick Apart the Passion Podcast. Sometimes you got to pick apart yourself to get to your passion.
That's right.
And like my pops always says, is it better to be right or kind? Peace, y'all. Oh, one more thing, though. I wanted to tell you, man, hey, I know you got some family things going on, and I just want to say personally blessings, man. I hope everything's going okay. You don't have to update that on this podcast, but just I want to tell you from myself, I hope everything's good. Blessings.
Yeah, everything's great, man. My parents is good. Mom's is good. 80, still driving, and I'm thankful, you know. And also, you know, I embrace life for all its aspects, even death, because a lot of my friends who was friends with my parents, they have transitioned their parents. So I just try to be mindful, and I share my parents with as many of my friends as I can, and just try to keep the love, you know, circulating.
I'm similar, man. That's why I share my pop's quotes on this show, man, because he's taught me for my whole life. So I just want to say that, man.
We got to pass that on. It's important that we let their light shine through us, man. It's 100%. Very imperative.
100%. But Pick Apart the Passion, people, thank y'all for watching. Prince Poe, killing shit. Yeah. Go get animal serum with him and Oh No. Again, appreciate you. We double salute, bro.
Yeah, much love, man.
Thank y'all, brothers, man.
Yes. Yes.
Peace, salute, bro. Man.
Peace, yes, man.
All right, bro.
Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick the passion. Pick the passion. Pick apart the passion. Pick apart the passion. 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 Passion.